These are the top 5 abandoned ghost ships. Number 5. The SS Valencia. The SS Valencia was a steamboat that carried passengers along the west coast of the United States. During one specific trip on January 21, 1906, foggy weather created bad visibility. This caused the ship to collide with a reef nearby the Canadian coast. In the midst of chaos, the crew lowered most of their lifeboats. 37 men did survive on the remaining 3 lifeboats, but unfortunately the other 136 passengers and crew members had to pay with their lives for this catastrophe. Strangely though, in 1933, lifeboat number 5 was discovered in Barkley Sound, in quite a good condition. Number 4. The SS Baychimo. The SS Baychimo was a steel-hulled cargo steamer. The ship, originally built in Sweden, was owned by the Hudson's Bay Company. It was being used to trade provisions for pelts in Inuit settlements along the Victoria Island coast. On October 1, 1931, the SS Baychimo returned from a trade run, stocked with a load of fur, and got stuck because of an ice pack. The crew decided to abandon the ship and walk to the closest town called Barrow, about half a mile from where the ship was stranded. The crew planned to take shelter for 2 days and to continue their voyage. But after these 2 days, as the crew returned, their ship was gone. On the 8th of October, the ship got stuck again. A week later, the Hudson's Bay Company sent an aircraft to pick up its crew. About 15 crew members stayed behind. They had built a wooden place for shelter and wanted to wait until they could leave with their ship, perhaps when winter was over. On November the 24th, there was a strong blizzard, and when it calmed down, the Baychimo was nowhere to be found. Number 3. MV Joyita. On October the 3rd, 1955, the merchant vessel MV Joyita left Samoa's Apia harbor. With 25 passengers on board, the ship was headed towards the Tokelau Islands. About 5 weeks later, the ship was found with all 25 passengers missing. The radio was broken, but apparently someone had tried to send out an SOS signal. All the ship's lifeboats were missing. Even the captain's logs, navigational equipment, and firearms were all gone. Unfortunately, investigation couldn't point out the fate of the passengers on the Joyita. Did they came across some pirates? Maybe someone on the ship decided to mutiny. I guess only the passengers will know. Number 2. The Mary Celeste. On November 7, 1872, the 282-ton ship, the Mary Celeste, started its journey from the New York harbor, headed to Genoa, Italy. The captain, Benjamin Briggs, was accompanied by his wife, 2-year-old daughter, and 8 crew members. About a month later, a crew from the ship Tigracia spotted the ship about 400 miles east of the Azores, with no crew member or captain in sight. The ship wasn't damaged, but it was missing a lifeboat and had about 3.5 feet of water in the bilge. This is the lowest point of the boat, that is below sea level. In the ship's storage, there was food and water to last for 6 months. The ship carried about 1,700 bottles of industrial alcohol, which were mostly intact. The ship had a rough past, as its first owner suddenly became ill and died. Also before it had collided with another ship in the British Channel. This story allows room for speculation. Theories range from being attacked by pirates, mutiny, and even sea monsters. Seriously. In 2007, a documentary came out which was called The True Story of the Mary Celeste. This documentary suggested a scenario where bad weather, a broken chronometer, a clogged pump, and sightings of land led the captain to order everyone on board to abandon the ship. For now, the mystery of this Mary Celeste will stay at sea. So get ready for this last one, because this story is crazy. Number 1. The Ourang Medan. Somewhere in the 1940s, a Dutch freighter named Ourang Medan sent out an SOS signal. The cry for help was picked up by nearby ships and also by an American ship named the Silver Star. The Silver Star was located somewhere in the Strait of Malacca, between Malaysia, Thailand, and Singapore. The message they received was straight up horrifying, as it said, "We float. All officers including captain dead, lying in chart room and on bridge. Probably whole crew dead. I die." When the Silver Star managed to locate the Ourang Medan, no sign of life was to be found. The ship didn't have any steam coming from the engines, and no cries for help were heard. When the search party boarded the ship, they found the bodies of the crew. Strangely, everyone's face seemed terrified by fear. Their mouths were wide open, as if they screamed until their last breath. Also, their eyes were wide open, which made it look as if the whole crew had turned into stone. Shortly after this, the rescue team had to return to the Silver Star directly, as they saw smoke coming from the ship's cargo. Just as they returned to their vessel, the Ourang Medan exploded, leaving no evidence behind. Which makes us all wonder what has really happened on the Ourang Medan. So next time you set foot on a boat, watch out.